Oh, we got one. Oh, it's running. Check this one out, guys. This is a beautiful peacock. Never been caught before. First lip piercing from yours truly. Check it out, guys. We got another lion cichlid, a cousin of the peacock bass. Big old slab panfish with a fly in its mouth. This is my first ever catch on the fly rod. You guys see these pink slimy stuff right here? Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Kingfish Outdoors adventure taking place in a whole new state, Florida. We are back home visiting for a couple weeks, and we have some awesome videos planned. Isn't that right, Nat?
Oh, yeah.
We are currently out doing a little fishing for some peacock bass, which you will see very soon. One of my favorite fish to catch. So aggressive, so hard fighting, and really colorful too. We're also going to see if we can't find some of those elusive bullseye snakeheads you can find down here in Florida. And who knows, there are so many different species waiting in all the different ponds and canals. So hop in the golf cart with us, come along for the ride, and let's see what we can find. Woo! This has been one of my favorite fishing spots over the years. I've fished a lot in here kind of during my formative years as an angler, fishing for peacock bass, and that is our main target for today. But honestly, there are so many different species in these ponds and canals that we have no idea what we could catch. Peacocks are, of course, our main target, but there's also Mayan cichlids, bullseye snakeheads, all sorts of stuff. Only thing that's tough about this spot is there's a lot of traffic noise, so apologies if the audio is not great. Guys, if you can hear me over the sound of the cars going by, we've got several peacock bass posted up in this area, and I believe they spawn in the summertime. They all post up on the beds when it's really, really hot, and I can actually see a bunch of fry in the water. I can't tell if they're baby peacocks or just bait, but regardless, that should mean that there are some adult peacock bass in this area, either protecting their fry or feeding on them. We got a fish. Oh, we got a bite. Got a bite on the swim bait. Swapped to the spinning rod with a 4-inch paddle tail. Let's see if maybe they're more willing to bite this. I commonly use like this little dangling technique when they're up on the shore. You don't even really have to cast at them. You just kind of want to drop it on their heads until they get pissed off enough to pick it up. You got it. Oh, they keep striking it. Got one. There we go. First peacock of the trip. It is a little female. All right, check it out, guys. First peacock bass of the trip. This is a nice little female, all colored up. You can see those red eyes. And a male actually has like a hump on his head. That's how you can tell them apart. This is a super warm fish. It must be warm inside that water. Whew. And that's the thing about peacock bass, guys, is they just freak out when you catch them. And they will never calm down. It's kind of hard to keep control of them sometimes. They will wiggle right out of your hand if you lip them. So we're gonna send this baby right back home, let her lay her eggs, do her thing, and it's on to the next one. Woohoo! All right, guys, we are on the board with a swim bait. I know they're liking white. Let's see how they like ye old hair jig. This is probably what I've caught the most peacocks on. Ooh, he took a fat swing at that. We got him. There we go. That's the male, I think. A little bigger. Woo! Like I said, guys, they always freak out and are a little bit of a pain to handle. We've got to have control of them. There we go. Look at that guy. That's a nice size peacock. He's definitely been caught before. You can see all that on his lip. But they're defending their nests. This is what they do. They're one of the most aggressive fish around. Pretty nice. All right, guys, time to get this fish sent back in the pond. These are actually non-native to Florida, but they were stocked here to help control populations of other invasive fish. So we actually really like these guys, and we want them to live. There they go. Y'all, this hair jig gets it done. They cannot resist the hair jig. There's like 3 nice sized ones right here up against the drain hole. Oh, the big one nosed up to it for a second. With most fish species, it seems like the big ones are always female, but with peacock bass, all the biggest ones I've caught have that hump and are male. Woohoo! There's a nice one in there. Looks like he's 3 pounds. Oh, we got one. Oh, it's running. Woo! This one was acrobatic, guys. We are already slaying them on the hair jig. Look at that. Another really nice fish. Probably like 1.5 to 2 pounds. This one, it doesn't look like it's been caught yet. But look at that. Beautiful fish. Look at those colors. Got that famous eye spot right there. That's to deter predators, make them think that they're looking at them when they're actually not. Woohoo! That's awesome. Woo! Like I said, they just never relax. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. This is the South Florida All-Star right here. Everybody loves fishing for these guys because of how aggressive they are. They're actually native to the Amazon rainforest, and if you haven't seen, they grow absolutely massive there. I think there's a couple different species of them, but this butterfly peacock bass is what we have native to, well, not native, but localized here in Florida, and they are a treat. Seriously, anglers love these guys. Let's give them a flip. Woohoo! Look, our thumb's already getting torn up, but that's okay. That's a sign of a good day. He's got it. Woo, he's fighting. He's gonna jump, maybe. We got him though. This is a strong one. Whoo! And we got him on the bank. Let's go. That's a nice one. I think that's the biggest one so far. And this one also has the prettiest colors. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He's got red all up on his gill plate, these beautiful red fins, bright yellow on the eye spot. This is a beautiful fish, guys. Let's see if I can wrangle him. Right in the corner of the mouth with that hair jig, right where you want it. We just kind of pissed him off until he was ready. This is honestly one of the better peacocks I have caught out of this pond in a long time. He is absolutely beautiful. I might even have to put this one on the scale because he's got some shoulders on him, guys. That is a nice fish. Let's bring him over to our campsite and see what he measures up to. Got it teared out. Hooked right under the gill plate. Just under 2 pounds. These fish are typically pretty skinny in Florida, but wow, look at that. He's long, and he's colored up, and he's beautiful. All right, y'all, our biggest peacock of the day, going back in the drink.
He's ready.
Not the most graceful release, but that's how peacock fishing is. I don't even know how to handle them sometimes. And he got us, kind of. That's what you got to be careful of. Maybe I should be using gloves. It almost feels like cheating compared to like largemouth bass fishing because it's just too easy. They're just so aggressive. They'll hit anything in their face. Got him. Oh, popped right off there. All right, guys, Florida is famous for its invasive species. And there's one of the main competitors right there. Big old iguana. And they can swim excellent. Look at him shimmy his hips through the water. That is pretty cool. It's a largemouth. Yes. Florida largie on the hair jig. Check that out. Woohoo! Now we got two bass species. We got both the peacock and the Florida largie. Check it out, guys. We got a largemouth on the hair jig. Wasn't even sure if I was recording. I hope I got the whole fight. But yeah. It looks like it works on a variety of different species, just a chartreuse hair jig. And look how paper thin he is compared to the bass in Virginia. They have a lot more competition for their forage species, so Florida largies are known for being kind of skinny. Still, that's nice. We got him right out of the cheese where he was hiding, trying to get some shade, and pretty happy with that. Let's give this Florida strain largie a little dunk. Oh, I literally watched him eat right in front of me. He came up and engulfed something on the surface. Got him. I thought I was snagged. Oh, there's a big peacock following me. Oh my gosh. Big flip. Yes. The hair jig reigns supreme. That is a big one, guys. Nice. Check this one out, guys. This is a beautiful peacock. Never been caught before. First lip piercing from yours truly on that hair jig. And guys, they cannot resist it. This is an awesome fish. We've got to put this one on the scale, maybe measure him at least. All right, y'all. We're going to put this peacock on the scale because I'm curious how much he weighs. All right. 205. Biggest so far of this trip. All right, guys, this fish has been out of the water long enough. That is a beautiful peacock bass right there, the South Florida special. Big male. You can see the little camel hump on his head. Let's send him home. You know what? I'm gonna go out here. Give him a nice release. He's gonna flip out as soon as he touches the water. Splash zone. What did I say? He was gonna freak out as soon as he touched the water, and he was ready. I'm not crazy, guys. When I thought I was snagged earlier and it was actually that peacock, I swear I'm not crazy, because there's a stick in there that I keep snagging with my hair jig, and it's tricking me into thinking it's a bite. Oh my God, am I gonna catch this fish or not? Possibly
5 minutes till dinner.
Possibly not. Yeah, we got 5 minutes till dinner, guys. Can I catch this fish? It's like a challenge. It's not even a super nice peacock.
But it would be super nice if she were on land.
Oh yeah, every fish on land is nicer. Automatically 50% bigger once you've caught it. Got her. Oh, there she goes. All right, she's not gonna eat again for a while after that one. I had her for a second. She went wild and threw the hook. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for tonight, but I'm gonna get out here bright and early tomorrow morning, throw top water, definitely hair jig again, see if we can get some more bass. Let's go. Check out these little newborn iguanas. They're invasive, but they're pretty cool. Got this super bright green color. This is a real big fish, Kevin. And he's interested in my lure. But let's try not to spook him. Oh, he just nosed up to it so hard. I might need to switch to my hair jig real quick in order to get this fish. Oh, he bit it. He needs to really take it though for me to hook him. Just kind of keep annoying him. Oh, he hit it again. I think I'm starting to get him pissed off. There's a big male and a smaller female there, and I want to catch the big male. All right, I'm gonna switch to the hair jig real fast. I gotta catch this guy. One thing I'm afraid of is my hook not being sharp enough to keep him on there, because I've already caught a lot of fish with this lure. All right, please let this work. He ate it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come up here. Look at that. Look at that. That might be my personal best. That's a huge peacock, Kevin. Look at that. Look at that thing. All right, we need to get some weights and stuff on this guy.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. What did I tell you? Hair jig. Pops right off. All right, let's get a measurement on this guy. I'll do a length first. He is about 19 inches. Oh, damn. Spiked me and tore up my thumb. All right, we're might not get a weight on this guy. 2.5.
2.5, yep, I thought.
Look at that.
From here?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh my God. Can I take a picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I want to stable your... I didn't know you could catch such a fish from here.
You never know.
Thank you.
Of
course. Thank you.
2.5 pounder.
2.5 pounds.
18 inches long.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Yep. They treat all these canals with a lot of chemicals, so I wouldn't recommend eating any fish out of here.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, we got a beautiful peacock bass. This is definitely one of the biggest ones I've ever caught. About 2.5 pounds, 18 to 19 inches. That is a monster of the canal. Let's send him home. There he goes.
There you go.
All right.
Woohoo! Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Holy cow, guys. I did not expect that this morning, especially after how tough the fishing was, but that was a Mondo peacock, wasn't it, Kevin?
That was a killer fish, man. That was awesome.
Super colorful, round, maybe 2.5 pounds, which is a pretty good size for the peacocks in this area. They don't get quite as fat as largemouth bass, but they get long and powerful, and that was an epic fish. A big old male right off the beds like I like to catch him. And I dangled a paddle tail in front of his face for a while, but he did not want it. The second I dropped the hair jig down, boom, he was on it. So if you guys want to come down to South Florida and catch peacock bass, go get yourself some hair jigs. You won't regret it.
Come on down.
Oh, it's a Mayan. Yeah, It's a Mayan cichlid. I knew I had a fish on. He just went right under the mat. Nice. That's a good size Mayan cichlid. Check this out, guys. This is another one of these cool South Florida species you can catch. Non-native, but pretty cool colorations on these guys. Grab my gloves for this guy because I've already gotten my hands so chewed up today. All right, y'all. I don't usually wear gloves to handle fish, but that big peacock earlier this morning chewed up my hand something fierce. So since we're already bandaged up, I'm just gonna play it safe and wear gloves so I don't get spiked or anything like that. Check it out, guys. This is called a Mayan cichlid, an invasive species in Florida, and this is actually one of the fish that peacock bass were stocked in here to help control these populations, because these are considered invasive, but they're very established in Florida now. There's no getting rid of them, so unfortunately they are here to stay. But they're a pretty cool fish. They're aggressive. You can catch them on a lot of different things, and they got some cool colors. I've also heard that they can be some good eating, but not in these canals. I'm not gonna eat. And he's gone. Got him. Hair jig. It's the only thing they care about. Whoa, look at that huge iguana right there. What's up, buddy? Got him. Oh. What if I just reel it right past him? There we go. Got him. Oop, popped right off. The hook is kind of dull. There we go. Nice little peacock bass. Sub 1 pound, but they fight so hard even for this size. Colorful, aggressive, super fun to catch. Let's send him home. Just doing the old dangle. He's got it. Yeah. I think they do something similar to largemouth bass, where they'll pick it up and try to bring it off their nest, you know? They're like, hey, get this random intruder out of my spawn area. Now the nice one kind of tore his lip up flopping around, but I really don't know how to keep these fish from doing that, guys. If you've got any suggestions about keeping, you know, really crazy fish safe when you're doing catch and release, let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to keep these peas in as great as condition as I can, since they are beneficial to the ecosystem down here in Florida, managing it and keeping all the other invasives in line. The old peacock dangle technique. Oh, that was a good strike. Got him. Oh, great fighters. And this guy might get a quick release. Wow, this is an interesting looking male. It's a small male, but look at the size of that camel hump. Look at that right there. That's how you can tell them apart. The females do not have that little growth on their head, but this is an interesting one. Look at the size of that noggin on him. Cool. We are catching him, guys. We are catching him. Got him. We are just slaying. We are non-stop slayers of the peacock bass, guys. The hair jig is king. Give you guys a close-up of this fish's colors. Native to the Amazon River Basin, stocked here by the Florida government intentionally back in the 80s to control populations of other non-native fish. Pretty cool. On y'all, we got another one. And none of these guys have actually been caught before. I'm giving them their first ever land-based experience. And man, I love South Florida. You can just catch these guys back to back to back if you know what you're doing. Awesome fish. And I try to get some more, you know, selfie footage of these guys, but I can't really lip them with one hand like I mentioned. So we're just gonna do GoPro style for now. All right, honey, thanks for biting. Sending you home. All right, here's another huge peacock right in the hole that I caught him out of yesterday. Let's see if we can get another big one. Got her. Got the small one. All right, come here. Yeah. Pretty big for a female. Nice female peacock. Couldn't resist the hair jig. Power of the hair jig. All right, what if you relaxed as to not tear up your lip? How about that? That's a nice size one. It's a big female, honestly. Nice. Happy with that one. Nice fish. I'm pretty practiced at this, if you can't tell. I really know how to get them off the beds in the summertime. They are honestly kind of easy. Sometimes it feels like cheating, but dude, if you can catch these giant monster fish out of these canals, I will take it every day. So let's kiss her goodbye and send her back. Got him. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. This is a nice fish. Gotta bank flip him. Ooh. There we go. There we go. You know, I think this might even be the same fish we caught yesterday. That's kind of funny, but let's get him back in the water quick since he's been caught twice recently. Oh! Whew. And look at that, bleeding again. He got us, guys. Got us again. But I guess it's only fair because we got him again. Good old canal water will heal my wounds, I'm sure. There's no flesh-eating bacteria in there or anything, right? I hope. Whew, it is freaking hot out here, guys, but that's how the peacocks like it. We are getting into them. Caught a bunch of small ones at the pond early this morning, and then we somehow caught that same exact big one from the other day again. And I'm glad to see that he's doing right and that catching him didn't really have too much of an impact on his behavior. Looks like he's still feeding, still defending his nest, so we should be good to go. I've learned a lot about peacock bass behavior during the time I've been fishing for them. It seems as though during the early morning and the evening, when the light is lower and the temperature's cooler, that's when they're out cruising, looking for a meal. And then during the heat of the day, they are on their beds, defending their nests, and that is one of the best times to catch them because you can sight fish them, and it is super fun. Check it out, guys. We got another Mayan cichlid, a cousin of the peacock bass. Super colorful fish, and look, he just choked that hair jig down. These fish cannot resist it. There are these super loud birds up on the power lines that are actually parrots. I think they're like from Puerto Rico or some other of the islands down south in the Caribbean. And they are so loud and bright green. Kind of cool, but man, there are so many non-native species in Florida. It is insane. You guys see these pink slimy stuff right here? Well, this is actually the eggs of yet another non-native Florida species called the apple snail. They grow really big, as you can see here, and they're known for multiplying super rapidly and outcompeting other organisms for food. So, not exactly somebody that we want in town, but it's going to be hard to get rid of them at this point. At this time of year, you'll see these eggs scattered everywhere, And it's recommended by the government that you try to destroy them, but it is near impossible with the volume of eggs that these snails produce. There's only one meal that you can eat after catching so many fish. You gotta have sushi. Hey y'all, check it out. Last day down in West Palm Beach area, and I've got the fly rod out. I just got my girlfriend's dad to give me a first little introductory lesson, so we're gonna see if we can't make a couple practice casts and start learning this whole fly fishing thing. All right, so for fly fishing practice, I've got just this little popper with the hook cut off as just something that I can see. I've got this bright orange fly line that came pre-spooled on my reel. So I think it should be good enough for practice, but it's definitely not the highest quality line or anything. So first you start whipping it back and forth, and at each one you're gonna strip out a little bit of line, feed it out, strip and feed and strip and feed and strip and feed. And my line bunched up like that a bunch, all coiled in the grass. So I still have a little bit of figuring out to do, but I'm starting to at least be able to get some line off the reel. And if we can get a little bit better at laying it nicely out there, then we might be in business. All right, here we go, one more time. Here we go. Wasn't so bad. All right, that's all right. We are slowly figuring it out. Give this whole fly fishing thing a try on our last day here down in West Palm Beach. It looks pretty good. I know that the clicker is not always required, but it kind of helps me while I'm learning to have a little bit more resistance pulling the line out. All right, that was a little bit better. Fly certainly looks good. I'm gonna try turning the clicker off. See if I can't do it a little more stealthily. Oh, that's not a good idea. Without the clicker thing, it's just in free spool, I guess. Let's try this. We had a follower. That was awesome. We got one. Oh my gosh. We got a fish on the fly rod. What is it? Oh, yes. We got a big old bluegill. Yes. Yes. We got our first fish on the fly rod, guys. That is awesome. Check this out, guys. Big old slab panfish with a fly in its mouth. This is my first ever catch on the fly rod. That is awesome, and honestly, a pretty nice fish. right, let's get this guy unhooked. Fly comes right out, and yeah, that's a nice fish. Especially for this species, it's a good size. He was super aggressive, he wanted that fly, he chased it once and ate it the second time. Yes! We got a fish on the fly rod! All right, let's send this guy home. We got our starter fish. Let's see if we can somehow get a peacock on this thing. You getting annoyed by this clicking yet? Well, stay tuned, because there's only more clicking to come. Guys, aren't peacock bass supposed to like hate flies or something and eat them on the first go around? This is the little fly I'm using, just like this tiny little bait fish pattern. I guess it's big for a fly, but I've heard that that's what's effective for these types of fish. Check it out, guys. We got company. Gator over there. He will sometimes bring his back out of the water, and that's when you can tell that he's a pretty big one. Probably like 5 or 6 feet. He shouldn't bother us, but we got to keep an eye on him no matter what, because in the past I've caught a fish and gators come after it trying to steal my catch. So we'll keep a close eye on Albert, make sure he doesn't try to pull a move. Hey, you. Get out of here. This is a private pond. Well, not really, but no gators allowed. Fishing only. I don't want you trying to steal my catch, bruh. Go back to wherever you came from. There's never been any gators in this pond for as long as I can remember, and this is a new addition. Got a little inchworm. Chin's way down. Alright guys, we really need to break the ice with one of these peacocks. All we've caught so far is a bluegill on the fly rod, which is awesome. You know, first fish on the fly rod, I cannot complain, but it would be nice to catch what we're actually fishing for. I haven't fished for you in a while. Are you ready to eat yet? Yep. That was funny. All right, relax, buddy. Relax, buddy. Yeah, you're not going nowhere. A nice male. He's got that big old camel hump. Got him right in the nose. Always aggressive as hell. Let's send him home. They like those short little hops where the hairs kind of flare out. Slippery. Don't want to go for a swim with the peacocks. That would definitely spook them off. Oh, that was a good strike. Oh! Oh, and he popped off. Damn. He hit that like a freight train. Wow. It wasn't even the one I was fishing for. It just kind of came out of nowhere and smacked it. It's kind of high sticking it too, which is why he came off the hook, but wow, that'll wake you up in the morning. I don't think he can see me up here, which is surprising. Go. Yes. We're not letting this one go. Yes. That's a nice one. I'm gonna put a glove on because, guys, these peacocks have just been destroying my hands. All right, guys. He's a little dirty because of his incessant flopping, but check that one out. That is a nice size peacock. And I am not afraid to lip a fish, but let me tell you, these guys will destroy your hands with their super abrasive mouths, and they just never frickin' relax. That is a nice fish. We're gonna let him go, and that is awesome. Pretty happy that we can still get him on the jig. Whew! All right. The camera doesn't do it justice, but wow, look at that giant iguana crawling across the golf course on the other side. That's the size of an alligator all by himself. Guys, I thought I saw some trash on the ground, and I was gonna pick it up, but check it out. It's some entire bags of baits. We've got some Mr. Clean's speed spades and some Zoom Magnum Redbug speed worms. Sweet! We just got some free soft plastics in the bag. Big bags of them too. Not as many of the Mr. Clean, but that's a lot of speed worms. Sweet! I think I spotted something else that could be treasure. What's this? Fish attractants. Red worm scent. Huh. I think I've seen something like this before. I've seen like videos of people pouring this on their cut bait. Cool. Another cool piece of treasure. There we go. Oh, it popped off. Damn. My hook is getting dull from catching all these fish, guys. Bank flip. Yes, another nice one. Peacock glove. Oh, this one's cool. This one has like a double eye spot on it. Wow, what a beautiful fish. That is amazing. And if you look on this side, he's got like a little double eye spot right there. 1, 2. Awesome. Super cool fish. This is a pretty big one. All flaring up like that. Does not like being lipped, but we got him. I love catching these things off the beds, and they eat like every time. All right, let's get a photo and throw her back. All right. Let's say goodbye to Mr. P. There he goes. I'm sure glad I brought this glove with me. Guys, check out how gnarly my hair jig has become after catching like 20 plus peacock bass on it. This thing has seen better days, but man, it has gotten the job done. Thank you, Mr. Hair Jig. All right, you guys, that is gonna wrap up my time down here in sunny West Palm Beach. I had an absolute blast targeting these peacock bass in all the different ponds and canals, and even got a little bit of fly fishing in for the first time. How awesome. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and possibly consider subscribing. I've got some more awesome content coming your way from the Florida series. Next stop is Tampa Bay for some saltwater.